Another painful day to be an energy stock investor, and we've experienced quite a lot of pain. This is about 2 weeks now. It does not feel good, but I am experiencing this with you if you do have energy exposure. And I'm remaining long. I'm remaining long for now, but at the same time, I'm willing to adapt my position. And today was a rough day. We were hoping it wouldn't happen, but it did happen. It looks like the uncertainty around the Saudi Arabia UAE conflict is remaining. We've heard this chatter that they do have a deal, but we haven't seen any hardcore details on this deal. They haven't come out and talked about this deal yet. There's nothing finite, confirmatory about this deal. And it seems like the market and the speculators for energy aren't comfortable and not as adamant to buy and want to take exposure off the table. I'm adding to my position because next week we get energy earnings. And I expect these earnings to be pretty good or phenomenal. Probably the best they've seen in several years, continuing the recovery trend that they've seen. And this is what I think the market is forgetting. These companies are printing money right now. And if you look at where OIH was, at its 52-week high, it was around $240 a share. That's more than 20% upside from its current position. And it was there with $69 oil. Right now we're at $71.50. We were still 20% off the high this morning, around $72 a barrel. So we got, the fundamentals seem to be there. It seems that there's just a whole lot of uncertainty, and whether it be the people and the speculators, the algos, looking at headlines, or both, someone's not happy. And it's really painful for us. It really is. This is like, putting my life on the line here. I can really get screwed if this doesn't work out. It's not like a crazy screw, but I'm going to lose a whole lot of credibility, and I acknowledge that. And yet, here I am, almost doubling down. I'm not doing a full 100% lever up on my position, but I'm nibbling on the way down because I'm expecting earnings to be fantastic. If these stocks, energy stocks, fall another 20%, I will nibble again. If they fall after earnings and earnings aren't good, or they have heavily negative forecasts for the future, then I will adapt. But until earnings, I'm going to have to remain steady. All the fundamentals are going our way, just something is not. Whether it be fear, whether it be uncertainty, whether it be doubt, whether it be algos, whether it be paper trading, whether it be speculators, whether it be short-term mindset people, something in that mix is not working for us, while the prices of energy are, the improvements to the cost structures of these companies are, while inflation seems to be, the dollar index not as much. Let's get into that now. The dollar index is not making a new local high. There's a recent local high. This is super short term. I don't like to get into this stuff, but I'm looking at it just because I'm focusing on the market so attentively right now, looking for clues to lead me to some more knowledge on energy. So the dollar index is not breaking. It's about 92.7-ish. I'm kind of just going off the look of the chart. If you look at the chart, you will see there's a bunch of levels right there, right leading up to 93. It's not breaking that level today. It's not breaking that new local high. Maybe it's a head and shoulders. Maybe it doesn't break that level. Maybe it pulls back as it should because we're seeing ridiculous inflation numbers. The dollar should be weaker. Interest rates are going lower. We are possibly making a double bottom. It's very crucial levels, very crucial points that will both affect energy for better or worse. This is either a bottom in energy, maybe, and a top in the dollar, and bonds, or the reverse. This is a crucial moment right here. And until next week, we really got to see what happens. It seems to me that the fundamentals are in our favor and painfully obvious. I don't understand why the market's acting the opposite way. What am I going to do? Scream at the market and tell it what to do? No, I can have my face ripped off by this market. And it's nobody's fault but my own. So we're getting this inflation data, and bonds are falling, yields are falling, and the dollar's strengthening. Neither of which should happen when inflation's occurring and more spending is going to be injected into the economy via fiscal measures with continued monetary policy. So I'm sticking to the fundamentals. It's very painful. It's very, very painful. But I'm going to have to do it for the next week or two. And if my clients choose to leave me, I will understand why. But I cannot sell in the hole when the fundamentals are all on our side. I cannot do that. I just can't. I can't act on emotion like that. And hopefully I'm right, because if I'm right, yes, we will make a lot of money. If I'm wrong, we got to cut the losses and we got to get out. But right now, I can't do that in the hole when the fundamentals are on our side. If the fundamentals change, if the UAE leaves OPEC and says we're jacking up production 10x, we're going to flood the market, oil's going to 50, yeah, I got to run. If earnings calls come out, Schlumberger, ExxonMobil, Chevron, and there's negative outlook, below expectations earnings, not making a lot of money, yeah, we got to run. So 2 weeks is our stop loss. We're not stop lossing at a price. We're stop lossing at a period and a series of events. It's 2 weeks from tomorrow. A week from tomorrow, we get Schlumberger. That's the first big one that we're looking at. A week from Schlumberger, we get Exxon and Chevron on the same day. So we're going to see what happens. Oh, one more thing I want to mention. Since we did talk about yields, the dollar, and the market, now we're going to mention the market, which was down today. As yields were down today, typically we see yields fall equals market rise. Today, we saw market fall and yields fall. We had talked about last week seeing this pattern several times in inflation, or in oil prices, where we saw the price up in the morning, then down, then on the third day, 2 days in a row, and then on the third day down, and then the price up. We've seen a lot of rotations between the NASDAQ and the Dow past 2 days. There's a lot of interesting signs and things going on right now. I'm not getting caught up in that. We're going to have to see what happens. And until next time, peace out.